Hi everybody, this is Donna. How you doing? Oh, I've been here, baby. I ain't went nowhere. Ain't going nowhere, and I'm planning on going nowhere no time soon. Especially off the face of this earth. I was promised to live to be 90 some years old, baby. Longer than a lot of y'all. Some of y'all not gonna even live to see 40. I've seen a lot of things. First, not that you care, I've gotten rid of those tarot cards. Why do I need tarot cards when I have a gift that was passed down through the family, and you've already been warned of things? And you get warned through a bird, a dog, or cat. People will send your enemies to warn you about things. Frenemies, people you didn't even know it was your frenemy. You know, it's something when you got an enemy. But I wish I knew. I'm gonna research it later because I'm a researcher. I like to study. I like to sit back and just look. And then when you get to looking, not through rose-colored glasses, being in denial, but I'm talking about looking at things. You know what I want to talk about? I got on Michael. If they don't copyright this right now, I'll still put the message up here without music because the message gonna still stay the same. But like I said, I ain't went nowhere. Sitting back, came out after my birthday, whatever. But the point is, ain't nobody went nowhere. Ain't nobody scared of no words, nothing. Nobody. I'm never gonna fear anything that breathe, bleed red, need food and water. I ain't scared of no hexes, curses, incantations. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's a bunch of them out here that say they one way, they ain't got no power, and they ain't got enough power to lift their own head up if it wasn't for a pill. You hear me? A pill to stop the pain in their body, and not in using it just to be a vice to get through daily life because their body is addicted, their mind addicted, or the drug that they own to keep giving them that adrenaline or all those energy drinks. I'm the type of chick I can't drink coffee or eat chocolate after 6 p.m. I'm glad I'm not a sweet connoisseur. But mommy not being in menopause, I still crave sugar, salty, sweet. Y'all people, you real women that are real, I'm not, I'm gonna stop putting this disclaimer up because I'm not prejudiced against no race and the opposite sex or LGBT. Because at the end of the day, if you're a human being, I don't know how true it is about that robotic person that got made a citizen. I think a U.S. citizen, but look it up. You can't believe everything, but I understand what Trump is saying about fake news. Now, you got to be able to discern even the truth that you think is the truth being told. You got to be able to listen to a person. If they're saying good morning, you got to be so in tune and fine tuned because when they take all this stuff away, you're going to have to really go biblical back into the days when, how the old school movies about Jesus and Moses and the Noah's Ark and this and that. Well, they had to hear from God. And whoever that God's head is in your life, you got to be able to hear with spiritual ears and you got to be able to see with spiritual eyes. If you were born without the sight, with real eyesight, you got to be able to see in the midnight hour the blackest ant on the blackest stone. And that is beyond, not trying to be all deep and philosophical, but you got to be able to discern the season that you're in, the time that you're living in. You got to be able to hear what a person is saying when they're being fake. You ever hear a person talk to you? For those that got spiritual ears, you ever hear a person talk and in the spiritual realm where you sit or where you went, that you didn't even ask for, but you were born with this intuition or this sense of knowing. I'm not talking about having no third eye open because a lot of you got your buttholes open and that's what you call a third eye. I'm talking about, and I ain't talking about metaphysics, because if you got to force something open for you to tap in, then you wonder why you got bags on you and you looking really crazy because you done tapped into some demonic stuff that you can't even sleep at night. It's some celebrities that can't even sleep at night. They pay people and then they such a bitch in the daytime. The people they pay and say this job ain't worth it. Nobody told her to sell her soul to demons. Nobody told her to do that because she can't sleep at night. So you got to be like a sitter. I know people that work in hospitals when people try to kill themselves or um, it's this person might have special needs and they have a way of communicating, but nobody's allowed to be back there, especially if they ain't got no family. They pick the person up off the street because they're Jane Doe or John Doe, but that person is getting paid while they knitting and crocheting or saying, do you want some water? It's called a sitter. If you think I'm lying, look it up. Call a hospital and say, do you have people that you can go apply at the hospital? Say, are you hiring for sitters? Oh, yeah. I mean, well, there may be some openings because they come and go. And do you know you get paid good money? You can get a lot of overtime if you don't have no children, or you one of those ladies that you got men that don't work nowhere, and they probably don't clean up the house, and you got dirty floors and walls, and they don't even wash their hands when they're cooking. Everything nasty, but you got to go out and you got to make two jobs be one job, because you don't in a dead end situation where he don't even work. Now, if you're living by yourself and you got kids or no kids, you take care of yourself. You're to be commended. But if you got a man that he ain't got an SSI check coming in or Social Security on the third, or he can't hustle, or his personality doesn't allow him to make money, or he connected to this source that he gets money this way, he gonna always have a job, or he's so gifted he got witty ideas and inventions that download, or he can make music, compose music, write music, he can DJ a party, and he's so booked up, you got to call him ahead of time for next year's event that you want to have. If your daughter and son is a sweet 16 or graduation or vow renewal or weddings, that's a gift. And those people a lot of times have a main job, but they do it on the side. That's to be commended. I love to see men that do that. Women too. She could be a registered nurse, but she ain't got time to bake cakes and stuff. She can hire somebody to come in and clean her house because she's never there. But how does it get dirty if she live alone? Well, she might have a boyfriend or fiance to come over. He might have a key, but she got somebody to keep her laundry washed and pick up her clothes from the cleaners and put the stuff in the dishwasher and take her out. That's to be commended. Okay, I done got off the lane. Back into the lane, Donna. But when is it time to let go of a person, place, or thing? Does something have to knock you over the head to say, hello, Earth to Jane Doe, Earth to John Doe? Does it have to take a life? Does it have to take toll on a person's mental, emotional, or physical essence to say, wow, they died on the job? Or you sign on to something like the police force and they honor you at the funeral and give you a police escort. A dead body in a casket isn't, oh yeah, they gave him respect. Funeral on us. Or they fought for this country. Funeral on us. They do a ritual in front of your casket and the faggot floated and they shoot off so many guns and they hand the widow and the kids a flag. You served this country well. People got mad at Trump but Trump is not you got to remember this, whether you voted for him or not, whether you like him or not, Trump came in here as a businessman. He was raised by a businessman. So, all no disrespect, not to add or take away from him, Trump just see the numbers in the red and the black and the white. He know how to crunch the numbers and take away from this, and it's because he thinks he has a business anointing. Whether you like him or love him or hate him, the point is this: that's an anointing though that he has over his life. That he know how to, but at what cost when it comes to people's housing and food and this and that. And this is not about politics. This is not about religion. The message is because like I said, whether you did it or not, if you didn't vote, you should be not don't get mad, as they say, at the messenger, get mad at the person that's sending the message. Because if you didn't vote, ain't nothing you can say about it. And if you did vote, well, you did your part. But I still feel like at the end of the day, if you did vote, your vote wasn't probably going to count. Or is it the media that leads you to believe what you read and see? See, it's just like, what do you believe and what do you not? That's why you got to be tapped in to know. Not being no psychic or no soothsayer or no prophet or prophetess. What do you know besides being schizophrenic and you hear voices or you see dead people? Some do, and they're not crazy. Some do, but if they tell a psychologist, the psychologist going to tip the psychiatrist off. Give her a script for this. Give him a script. Because he said he see dead people and they talk to him. And they tell him the event's about to come up. And then if he talk too much, he got the feds listening in on him. He got agents that's on cocaine, drinking energy drinks, staying up all night, doing fake shows when they're really agents. You got people that's reading into more than what people saying and doing because they want the attention off of them, because people are waking up to the real truth that's going on around them. Imagine sitting outside and it's a sunny day and you're at the park. Children are playing. People are walking their dogs. You see squirrels running back and forth. You say, oh, Michigan has a lot of black squirrels. Then it came all the way to Detroit. I remember when black squirrels were only up north. Gray squirrels, white squirrels. Well, I think they call them albino. Some of you only understand albino as in people or albino roaches. Anything that's a living creature that's vibrating with life can be born albino. Why is she saying that? Because everything I say, it ain't that I think I'm so deep. Everybody not going to receive my message. And some with mental problems and paranoia are going to read in too much. They're going to add to and take away. And some who are wise are going to hear what I'm really, really saying. It's a bigger picture than what you think it is. The rabbit hole goes very, very deep. And sometimes you just got to sit back and go with the flow. One of these reasons I like this, Michael Jackson, when he made This Is It. I kind of got a feeling that he knew that that was it. Was it June 25th, 2008, 2009 when he died? What year was it? I may have a year wrong, but I do know the date was June 25th. When he said This Is It, my eyes did the Scooby-Doo, like, huh? It's Shaggy? Huh? Like, what do he mean? The people that I know that are like me, when we discuss, I only got a few that I can relate to on this level. And we ain't got to explain, I'm not crazy. We ain't got to go there with each other because we already know. It's just like, hey, did you see this? Yeah, we can elaborate, but we already know. Not because we're on oh, y'all crazy. You know why a lot of people want to call you crazy? Because that's too much information for them to digest or to even hold on to as a memory. It's like system overload. It's kind of like people that are into computers. Anybody that go and study computers or computer hackers, they know what the meaning of GIGO mean. Gigo. Well, we know what gigabytes are. If not, look it up. Not the bytes like a bite of food. The giga, GIGABYTS. Well, gigo, GIGO, not Geico, but gigo or gigo means waste in, waste out, garbage in, garbage out. Look it up. It's only a computer term. And if you're a hacker or you work with computers,